pleats, knife pleats. She's back, y'all. Today, I'm gonna show you how I made a massive ball gown skirt for $0. Here's the story. I was invited to go to an event where I was supposed to wear formal evening wear. Now, I live in Ohio, so that's not a typical thing that people have. And it's not something that you're likely to find easily at a store, especially at the last minute. I was asked about this on Thursday and the event was Saturday. So I really had to get it together. I decided that I was just going to make it because I have a literal Bachelor of Arts in fashion design and my focus was couture. I literally used to sew ball gowns in school, so why can't I do it now? Knowing that the event was only a couple days away, I knew that I was going to have to really bring the bar down for myself. I don't have time to order anything. I really don't want to spend a lot of money on this. Wait a minute, can I do this for $0? I bet you I can. I looked through my fabric closet and found this stunning fabric. Oh wait, let me show you. The fabric has spoken to me. This is what I'm using. It's a neoprene, which is why you can hear it. It's sturdy enough to hold a little bit of shape, but it also will flow as I'm moving. Should be an insanely easy fabric to work with. It was at this moment that she knew she messed up. Oh God, I hope I didn't jinx myself. And when you cut neoprene, it doesn't fray apart at the edges, which is what I was going for. I purchased this fabric at least 5 years ago, knowing that someday the occasion would come where I would use it. I knew that I had to be able to pull it off, so I chose the fabric that had the least amount of fuss. Creating this look was going to have to be as simple as possible. I had literally 1 day to make it. I happened to have a PTO day that I had to burn because if you don't use it, you lose it. So I took it. I measured, I cut, I did all of the things, and I happened to take video along the way, which is so great because I can actually show you more of what happened. Because I knew that I only had 1 day, I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself and figured, oh, if I can just make a skirt, then I'm good. I can figure out a top. I have several tops that could look good with this fabric, and it'll be a cute little moment. All I have to do is make a skirt. I already had black thread. I already had black bias tape. It was all coming together. I had horsehair braid. The good news, we did make the skirt and the look hit so hard. Disclaimer, I do have a bachelor's degree in fashion design. I know how to do everything the right way. Guess what? No one was looking at the inside of my skirt to see if I did everything according to the Kent State Fashion School. A large part of the reason why I want to make this video and continue to make more videos about sewing is to show you that there are many ways to accomplish the same thing. It doesn't have to be exactly one perfect way every time. I definitely used some cheat codes. I got it done, I looked amazing, and at least 50% of the people in the room stopped me and told me how much they loved my skirt. I was very proud. A few things that I used during this process. Hem tape, the double stick variety. Y'all, that slapped so hard because the second time that I wanted to give up during this project, I only wanted to give up twice, which is pretty good. If you're someone who has sewn ball gowns before, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you've sewn literally anything and a needle breaks, thread snaps, your serger becomes, listen, the serger is, she's prissy. She's prissy. We didn't even go over to her for this project. I knew that I wouldn't have to fuss with the ironing because the fabric was going to do what I wanted when I wanted it for the most part, which was really awesome. I added horsehair braid to kick that hem out a little bit. I used double-sided hem tape, which was amazing. Saved me so much time, and it was about the completion of the project. Don't knock it till you try it. Let's talk a little bit more about how this thing went down. Here you can see me making these knife pleats and pinning them down, and I'm kicking them out just at a little bit of an angle to give that skirt a little bit more volume. And here I am fighting with the machine trying to sew all of those pleats down, because it can't be easy, right? I proceed to cut the skirt at an angle. Insert so much cutting footage. Here's my first moment of insanity throughout the project, where I am wearing this as if I am going to the Met and having a Lady Gaga style transformation. What I'm doing now is adjusting the skirt to see how much of a leg slit that I want, how much of a crossover I'd like there to be, making that decision just right on my body. And obviously I've made it because I gave you a thumbs up. Now I have to decide on the length, and it's really hard to measure this by myself, so I laid my cutting mat on the ground and I'm eyeballing the measurement there. Okay, cool, made the decision, and now I get to cut. Obviously I'm going to measure in like 3 different ways before I actually cut. Here I am trying the dress on with the shoes that I thought I was going to wear, just to see if I'm close enough with that hem. And then yeah, it feels pretty good to me, so I'm going to wipe that down because I don't wear shoes in the house. And then I'm going to pin down that horsehair braid. And normally I would use black, but I had white. And then I'm going to sew it down, which takes an insane amount of time because of how big the hem is. Okay, so I have to wrap this up because what happens is like, you can see, and you can see the horsehair. So I need to fully flip it one more whole time and blind hem it so it looks prettier. The current situation is that it looks like this. And I knew that I was gonna have to flip it over, so I just did a straight stitch. If you were just folding this up once, you would do a blind hem and in your machine have it catch this way. But because I knew I was going to have to fold it up one more time, due to the nature of the garment and the nature of the fabric, it will look like this when I'm done. So it'll be much cleaner as opposed to this, which is not, you know, it's at the ground. If you're a beginner sewer, it's fine, but also a blind hem can be done on my machine because I don't have time to blind hem this whole thing by hand. No ma'am. Hindsight being 2020, I will tell you that if you are sewing a skirt like this, you can simply cut off the bottom and not even have to hem it because the fabric won't fray. It will save you so much time. This is where I was pinning the horsehair braid in a way that it could feed through my machine with a blind hem foot. The fabric was fighting me. It did not want to do this, and I did not have the time to troubleshoot. So I ended up using double-sided hem tape as a solution, which totally worked. Highly recommend if you need to just have something in a pinch. This is where I am creating a waistband using bias hem tape in a way that I can just tie the waistband. This is me pressing the waistband in the way that I want it before I attach it to the skirt. And my final step is actually attaching the waistband to the skirt. Of course you want to see the finished product. This look absolutely slayed. I wore a V-neck and really cute heels the night of, and I made it for $0. It was a great time, and I had so much fun doing it. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and thanks for watching.